Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Node.js tutorial for beginners. In the last video, we have seen how we can use fs module to create file, read from file, and write to a file. Now in this video, we will see some more functionality of fs module, and we will see how we can delete a file and how we can create and remove directories in Node.js using fs module. So the first requirement is this one. You need to require this module, which is an inbuilt module, right? Now first functionality or first thing we will see here is how we can remove a file. So in the last video I have created this test.txt file, right? And for example, I want to remove this file, so I can just write fs dot unlink, and then I can just give the path of the file with its name. So my file is in the current directory, so I don't need to give the path, but I just need to give the name of the file, which is test.txt, right? And when I run this app, let's run it, and what happens is this text.txt file is gone, right? So this unlink method you can use to remove a file, but be careful here. Whenever you will run the code, if the file doesn't exist, then let's see what happens. Now this time it throws an error, which will be due to the file not existing. Okay, so in fs module you can also go to the documentation and check how you can first check for the file if it exists or not, and then delete it. So this can be your homework. Just search for how to check if the file exists and then try to delete it. Okay, now let's move ahead and let's see how we can first of all for example create a directory. So to create a directory, first we will see how we can create a directory asynchronously. So if you are a little bit familiar with command line terminal commands, then you know how to create a directory. So in terminal, whenever you type mkdir, then it creates a directory, right? And in Node also, whenever you just call a method called mkdir after fs and then give the name of the directory. For example, the name of the directory I want to give here is, for example, node itself. Okay, so node directory I want to create, and here I want to create it synchronously, so don't forget to write sync here, right? And save your code, and I'm going to run my code again, and let's see what happens. So I just run my code, and you can see there is a new directory created, which is called node, right? Now in order to remove a directory, you just need to replace mk by rm. So rmdir is going to remove the directory. So synchronously, for synchronous removal, you just need to add this suffix like sync, sync, right? And save the code, run it again, and just see here the directory will be removed. So this directory is removed, right? Now in order to create a file asynchronously, what we can do here is for example, instead of using this sync, we can just write something like this. So fs.mkdir, and then the name of the directory, once again, for example, node, and then you can create a callback function here. So I'm just going to write function, and then inside the callback function I can do whatever I want to do after the directory is created, right? So for example, I want to create a file after I have created a directory, something like this. Okay, So inside my callback function, what I can do is I can just write fs dot write file, right, with a capital F, and the name of the file. So for example, I want to create this file inside my new directory which is created, which is node. Now in order to create this file inside this node directory, you just need to write dot slash to indicate that you need to go inside this node directory, and then the name of the file, for example my node.txt. okay, so this will be the name of the directory. And for example, you want to write something, I'm going to just write random text here, and this is going to write this text to this file, for example, right? So just save your code and run it again, and let's see what happens. So run the code, the directory is created, inside the directory the file is created, and inside the file this random text comes. Okay, so this is how you can make a directory. Now let's just say that you want to delete this directory once again, which also have some file inside it. So I'm going to just remove it, and I will just write fs.rmdir and the name of the directory. So the name of the directory is node, right? And if you do this, it's not going to delete this directory because we already have some file inside it. So whenever we run this code, what it gives is it gives the error, because you cannot remove a directory if it contains a file inside it. So what we will do here is we will first remove the file and then remove a directory, and this is very simple, we have already seen it. So just write fs dot unlink, and then you just need to give the path of the file you want to remove. So this is because it's in a node folder, so you will just write dot/node, and then you just need to give the name of the file. So the file name is my node.txt, and then we can add a callback function here. So just add a callback function, and inside a callback function, once this file is removed, we want to remove the directory, right? So you inside the callback function, you can call a method to remove the directory, right? And just save your code, and let's run it again, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to just run my code again, and you can see the file is deleted first, and once the file is deleted, this callback function is called, and then the directory is removed. Okay, so in this way you can use fs module to create directories and remove directories and remove files also. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.